Doing sports talk worldwide with some NBA news. It's the playoffs. Y'all know we did the Western Conference already, so we got to get down with the Eastern Conference. Let's go on and predict and preview the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. So we got to go with the number 1 seed, the Boston Celtics, versus the number 8 seed. Who they got? The Chicago Bulls, right? Number 1 against number 8. Normally, you thinking 4 or 5 games. Guys, I think this one might go 6. Might go 6, might go 7. It's going to go later than we think. This won't be a 4 or 5 game street sweep here. I think that Chicago is coming around at the right time, right? Their team's coming around at the right time. You got Rajon Rondo, who has a whole lot of playoff experience, right? Going up against his old boy. He's going to be very, very motivated here, right? Dwayne Wade, if he's healthy, he's there. And, these two guys are not even the best guy in the lineup when you're talking to Jimmy Butler, right? So, and a sleeper on this team is a guy like Michael Carter-Williams. I kind of like him a lot. He's not going to be shooting threes, but he's just kind of smart guy, kind of like a Livingston for a Golden State kind of guy that can pretty much do everything, and he's tall for the position he plays. He can defend, he's longer. And when playoffs come, people like that come to the forefront. I've seen it many times. So I just think Chicago are going to be confident enough and have enough firepower to hang with the Celtics. Now, it's going to be a different type of game. These guys can't shoot from the outside, talking about Chicago, but that's okay. They're going to be able to do some things in transition, half-court game. We'll see a pretty good game here. Now, the Celtics, they got the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Right? They are full of confidence. These guys are not big-name guys. These guys are just workers, right? Led on by Isaiah Thomas, little mini Mike, handling his business the whole year. MVP candidate. He'd be in the top 5, the MVP candidate. That's awesome for him. But, a guy that is very, very one of the best two-way players in the whole game is Avery Bradley. And he's going to have something to say about this. He's probably going to step up in this game, in this series. So the thing is, this is going to be a good one, guys. I don't think this is going to be a blowout either way. I think that we might go 6 or 7 here. So I have to make a prediction. I am going to go Celtics in 7, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if they win it in 6 or if Chicago wins it, right? This is how good I think this series is going to be. It's going to be a sleeper. So let's go on up to the number 2 Cleveland Cavs versus the Indiana Pacers. Now, Cleveland is definitely the favorite in the Eastern Conference, period, going all the way to the finals. Anything else happens, we would consider an upset. Cleveland is at full strength now, and if they're at full strength, basically they got better players, and they got 2 of the best 5 players in the league on their team, and then they have a perennial all-star in Kevin Love, and they got surrounded by shooters. Right, so they're pretty much armed. Right, anybody beating them would be an upset. Now, having said that, right, I'm liking Indiana a little bit here. Miles Turner, do not sleep on this young kid. This boy, he started with a mid-range game. Now he's extending it to the 3. About 6'11", block shots at a high rate. His basketball IQ is not for his age. He's a little bit in front of his time, guys. And then when you have this kind of guy in the lineup who can stretch the floor and do many things, followed by Al Jefferson, who is probably the best low post player in the league, probably, when you're talking about offensively, followed by maybe Enes Kanter. When talking about low post moves, right? This guy has it. So, and then Paul George is going to be there to try to prove that he's still who he was. So he's going to have a little chip on his shoulder. This is their stage. And then they messed around and got Lance Stevenson back. Going to be motivated to be home. So this is going to be a very interesting series. I'm predicting that Indiana is going to get 2 games here, right? I would say Cleveland in 6, right? So there you have it with those 2. I'll be back with the other 2 matches soon. But those are the first 2. Let's see what we got. Doing Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.